Hey, it looks like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 has a new update. Maybe because of this new X-Men 97 skinned Marvel vs. Capcom 2 cab. There's one thing about it though, I know a lot of people might not be extremely happy. It does look cool, but I know it's missing one thing. Nevertheless, let's do the update. You know what would have been cool? If they would install the X-Men on there, or the Punisher.
Let's rock!
Always exciting when they release a new cabinet. Well, it's not a new cabinet, it's a rehash, but it's a new form factor. It's an X-Men 97 Deluxe cab. You've seen it. Why am I saying in front of Disneyland? It's a Disney property. Marvel, being a Disney property, this is a good sign. One could say Disney's tanking. You could say the same thing for Arcade1up. Sales are down on both. There's no doubt about that. That's why we're seeing some markdowns, a lot of liquidations on some of the cabinets, and you know, we're all taking advantage of that. The thing about Disney is they need to make money. The fact that we're seeing an X-Men 97 on a series that we haven't even seen yet. I do have the Matterhorn right here. Actually my favorite ride at Disneyland. Really looking forward to going back on this ride. You always see this walking in right before you hit Main Street, USA. Not too long ago in Disneyland, right here on the left, they did have this whole Avengers themed area where Iron Man and Thor and Captain America had different exhibits there in Tomorrowland. Something that California, being on the west side of the Mississippi River, could pull off those characters. Unlike Disney World, because of Islands of Adventure, still owning the properties to those Marvel characters, you can get away with more in California. It's kind of the agreement they have. Why am I talking so much about Disney? Marvel and Disney, still very alive with Arcade1up. Guess what else is a Disney property? You guessed it, Star Wars. And looking at the 2023 Star Wars cab, the only thing we're missing, not only a Deluxe, but I think they'll just go right past the Deluxe. And they'll go XL, but we already knew that. We knew that they would give us, we got X-Men right here. We knew that they would give us a Star Wars XL. There's no doubt about it. It's going to be these three games. There's no doubt it's these three. But we will see an XL. You can take Costco with the pinball. It's sold well. Why wouldn't they actually do more Star Wars pinballs? They just made that last batch. The PCB was improved. We're going to see more Star Wars from Arcade1up. It's a Disney property. They want to make money. Just going back to Marvel vs. Capcom 2 for a second, it's interesting that there's an update for the Deluxe, an update for Big Blue, and check this out. There's an update for Shinku. Now I'll get to the big elephant in the room in a second, because you know X-Men, it's my all-time favorite. We're not going to not talk about you X-Men. But I did fire up The Simpsons just because it's a Konami cab, and I'm kind of going another angle with Konami. Interesting that there's an update for this. I just wanted to throw that out there, not just for Capcom. I recently have turned this on. It's not like they just sit here. I do play these. But yeah, another update for The Simpsons, Colossus. Who doesn't love Colossus? So in case you wonder if that image being removed on Arcade1up Direct, you know, wasn't supposed to be there, why are we getting updates? I didn't turn KI on. But why are we getting updates on most of these cabinets tonight? Something is going on, and it could only be a good thing. Want to talk about Capcom? Okay, turned on KI, there's no updates. So mostly the Capcom, and yeah, the Simpsons cab did have that update. But while I'm over here, just talking Capcom for a second, this is pretty much why I wanted to do this video. It wasn't about, hey, why don't you have X-Men on there? Why don't you have the Punisher? It's, they just released, even though it's a rehash, a Capcom cabinet. What does that mean? It means they still have Capcom. They still have Street Fighter 2, Marvel related Capcom games. Konami's a big question. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. We will see more Capcom titles from Arcade1up, even if it's these PCBs. We can put that in XL. We can get a Street Fighter 2 Big Blue Deluxe or an XL. We've been talking about this. This will happen. When I saw that today, I kind of processed a little bit. Why did they do another Marvel vs. Capcom 2 to show that they still have Capcom, to get some more revenue? I mean, X-Men 97, it's Disney, they're marketing it. Now you can have a themed cabinet, you can pair it up with some of these, and it assures us that we will see more Capcom from Arcade1up. I did the update on Simpsons 2, and I always hit the maybe later. I don't register these. These are all, they're not on warranty anymore. What a difference, you know. I did the Simpsons marquee. I never touched X-Men, and a lot of people said, how could you have not touched X-Men yet? Because this is my cabinet. This is my favorite cabinet. We can light this up. I love X-Men. If it wasn't for X-Men, I wouldn't have any of these arcades in here. It's all, and I wasn't even gonna get Simpsons. I have all the Konamis. Ninja Turtles is in the other room. Should this have been on the Deluxe? It should have. There's no doubt about that. But it's Konami. There's things we don't know about that. But what we do know is if it's Capcom, Disney-related properties, take out Spider-Man, Sega Spider-Man, take out X-Men. Whatever else we've seen in the past, it's most likely we could see again. Take any of these titles, except for the Punisher. We could still see any of these. I mean, these are all on, except for, obviously, the Punisher, on the new skinned Deluxe cabinet. I wouldn't say that we're not going to see another Marvel. If they sold out all the pinball for Marvel, it's a possibility we could still see more, just because At Games is doing it. This isn't about, you know, more Marvel products. It's about Arcade1up. What kind of Marvel products? Because Arcade1up is going to keep giving us more titles, more cabinets. Maybe the same old games. We did hear rehashing. They ended 2023 with Deluxe. They're continuing 2024 with Deluxe. I think we will get XL, but it's a good sign. Yes, this is Turtles over here. I do have all the Konami games, cabinets. And I think this one's special because it's Turtles. I mean, we've all grown up with these. I just don't know, out of all the Konamis, what licenses we'll get from them. Turtles, in my opinion, I do have to change out this marquee, is the only Konami we could ever see again. I don't think we're going to see a Simpsons. I don't think we're going to see the X-Men. But like I said, if you want X-Men, it's still available. And also available is Turtles on Wayfair for $6.99. And you know, I tried to pick up this. I do have Golden Axe. I haven't put this together yet. The thing about Golden Axe, it's the same thing about Turtles in Time. Same thing about X-Men. When they're gone, they might be gone for good. But $6.99 right now on Wayfair, I'm telling you, it's a steep price. Maybe you can get the 40 off. But there's not too many ways to get this game. If they don't release a new Turtles cabinet, we might not see this again. That's exactly why I picked this up. I mean, I'm going to be the first to tell you I prefer a Deluxe. I prefer an XL. But I also want to play this online. I also want to play Golden Axe, even though it doesn't play online. I think when they sell these out, we might not ever see them again. Turtles is the only one out of anything we just talked about, X-Men, Simpsons, Golden Axe, that we could see again. And the only reason I say that is the Nickelodeon factor And the fact of they just did a countercade about a year ago. Now they did change it to a one player, but it was a newer Turtles. By doing that, there's a good chance we could see a Deluxe or an XL in the future. I would kind of lean towards the Deluxe. But until then, I'm glad I got this. Unfortunately, we're never going to see this again. And this is why having this countercade, if you pick up the head-to-head, you're going to get this game. And it's a rare game. We're going to see more NBA Jam. The Punisher is special. Could be the same way with Turtles. Golden Axe. It's hard to even open this up because I gotta tell you, they're never gonna give us another Sega title, are they? I mean, I don't want to get down on stuff, but you just have that feeling that, and that's one of the reasons I bought this. You know, it's just sitting there at $449. I couldn't pass on it anymore. I had to pick this up. It does have that Superman themed colors on the control deck. But the thing is, X-Men, and where I really want to go with this, we're not going to see this. The only way you can pick this up is the cabinets that are still available. Are they $3.99, $4.99? It's the only way to get X-Men. It'd be great if they could collab all of the Konamis together. But that's never going to happen. It's multi-cades, or you pick these up while they're still around. It's a shame that X-Men is not on the Deluxe cab. X-Men 97 is. Only way to play this is getting one of these. We've all seen the images for X-Men 97. We all know X-Men's still available. We all know that Turtles actually by now is on Wayfair, right? But we're going to get more Capcom. We're going to get more XLs, more Deluxe, Street Fighter 2. Who knows what other Capcom license? That's the thing to take from this early leaked picture of X-Men 97. Expect more Capcom going forward from Arcade1up. Along with expect more Marvel from Arcade1up. Okay, there's a chance we get something else Simpsons, okay? Because I forgot, it is a Disney property too. Disney owns Fox. They don't just own Marvel. X-Men. The fact that they own X-Men, there's a chance. You know, you're saying there's a chance. We're saying there's a chance. There's a chance we get more than just, you know, sitting on this riser. I'd still keep this one, I gotta tell you. This is never going anywhere. Star Wars is also Disney. We're gonna see a lot more Star Wars. We're gonna see a lot more Disney from Arcade1up. And Capcom. Look, I know it's not the same when you're not getting a new released cabinet. We're getting a rehashed, a reskinned Deluxe form factor. A lot of us can be disappointed that X-Men's not on there. We've already answered that. We can get X-Men. It's still available. Even this is available. Actually, this is $100 more than what we're seeing X-Men 97 for. The thing to take away from all of this is, hey, it's not that we're getting an X-Men themed Marvel vs. Capcom 2. It's the fact of we're getting more Deluxes, and we're going to see more Capcom, and we're going to see more Disney titles from Arcade1up. There's a lot to look forward to. You just got to play the waiting game. And we've talked about this, and we can always still take advantage of other sales going on. But they are giving us different features. We're going to see a lot more of this, and hopefully a lot bigger. I want to thank everybody for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Kind of stuff in my flash. Batman with the Batwing over here. This is the Toys for Tots. Kind of jamming it in between my arcade. This is a big box. It would be cool to have this without the riser, but I gotta tell you, like, the risers don't bother me. I just bought 2 cabinets with risers. It is nice to get the Deluxe. You know, I mean, they are a clean, one-piece look. We'll get more titles, guys. It is cool that we're getting another form factor for a Marvel. I love Marvel. I love Arcade1up. We'll see what else we get.